There's a great story behind this little piece of graffiti that was scrawled on the concrete at my feet, not while I was standing there. Uh, and then me taking that photograph into Photoshop and, declaring my intention. Yeah, I agree with whoever this student was, but it's not enough to complain. We need to do something about it. And my collaborator, Mick McMurray, uh, said, school sucks. Let's not make online school suck. And I couldn't agree more with that sentiment. And I know I'm at odds with some of my peers. And believe me, I've just begun to be at odds with some of my peers. Um, this is kind of a heads up on what we're doing in the MacLab Home Edition, which goes live tomorrow, Monday, April 20th, 2020. Um, and this is the beginning. I have lots of other quests that I want to add to this, but none of it is required. I want you guys to understand, I believe we are we're in the middle of a crisis, obviously, but we also, in that crisis, have an opportunity to rethink the way we do things, even to rethink the way we do things in the MacLab, and we do things really differently. Starting with the gamified uh, curriculum delivery system and everything on beyond that, including the grading system. And I got to tell you, in Zoom meetings, teachers have been adamant about holding kids accountable and making sure they're really doing the work. And I can't tell you how much I disagree with that. I don't know what you're going through. You might be having the time of your life. You might be playing games and not worried about a thing. You could be concerned because your grandma's sick. I have no idea what situation you're in. So let me tell you right now, I cut to the chase on a couple things. You have an A in here. I reset all the grades. Everybody's got an A. I may not change those grades. I'm leaning very heavily towards that. We've received no direction from the district on this. It's coming. It's coming. I really don't care what that direction is. I don't want you worried about grades. I want you treating this as an opportunity to enrich yourself, to become more of an artist. An artist is informed and inspired, not isolated and suffering and in misery. That's a myth. So there are all kinds of cool things here. And let's just, this is a great one. This guy started something called The Blacklist, and a great video about how he changed the way movies are made and, for the better, about how getting out of a rut and doing things differently helped improve the quality of movies that we go see. Watch it. Now, this prompt. Now, this is the same prompt I've got in every one of these videos. And why would I do the exact same thing? Because I want to give you choices. Don't just think I want you to write a paragraph. Read that. And I'm serious. Record a video, write a poem, sing a song. I don't care. Have a different way to express yourself. Become creative. Become a more interesting version of yourself while you decide what it is you want to do. And while you decide that, just know there's a second page to this. And, excuse me, this personal RLRPG, real life role playing game, this is for you. This is where I'm going to deliver the daily videos here in this column. But the rest of this, you can click on this and read about them, what it's about. Now, the inspiration for this, and I've told you this in another video, on March 6th, I went home sick. I spent the next 4 weeks or plus weeks really sick. And, but I started this while I was sick, and I have done it. I have not missed a day since the beginning. So for 44 days straight, that $1,000 clothes hanger, the elliptical machine to the left of me in my little studio here, for 44 days straight, I have been on that thing and working out. It started out with a little 10-minute feeble, barely moving because I was so sick, but I wanted to do something. I wanted to improve my life. And so for 44 days straight, I've kept a journal. I've improved, the quality of my life. I have exercised. I've contributed to my family. And every day I show up and do something. This has kept me sane during these last 44 days because I'm locked up just like you are. Only most of this time I was too sick to leave the house because I couldn't go outside coughing like a lunatic. How could I do that to other people? So this has kept me sane. I hope that some of you find an opportunity to improve your own lives here. And I know some of you are still saying, well, Scotchko, what do I have to do? You don't have to do anything, okay? If you don't want to do this, if you don't want to try to improve your life, if you aren't interested in discovering what could be here, hey, why don't you watch this? Procrastination and Laziness. Watch that. It's not what you think, okay? Go ahead, watch that, and then tell me you don't want to do any of this. And if you don't, it's okay. Just let me know so I know you're still alive, okay? We have a forum, and I want you guys to understand, this is where I want to move the discussion. Instead of in the comments, and some of these even say, hey, leave a comment, let's start using this forum. And let's use this time to redefine what it is to become an artist and what it is to fix education. Even in the MacLab, not QuickTime, Photoshop, even in the MacLab, let's fix it. Let's not make the MacLab suck too, okay? All right, you guys. I'm actually looking forward to the next 7 weeks with you. Let's figure it out together, and let's make this a better experience for everybody.